Hey guys, welcome to this week's Saturday Spotlight. Today we're going to shift gears a little bit and take a look at this uh, old 40 Ford sedan gasser, like you might have seen back in the day on the drag strip. Uh, Now I didn't buy this in a kit form like this. I actually bought this as a rebuilder from a swap meet a couple years ago. Just plain Jane, and I've got some pictures that I'm going to tag on the end of the video of what it looked like before I started on it, and then just some progression of the build as I went through a little bit there. So you see that. So stick around the end of the video. You can see those steps that I took. A couple of different things I did with this kit to get it where it is now. So I can't run my turntable, guys. I mean, I can, but it's developed a noise, and it was kind of annoying to me. So I did a test on the video, and it was even more annoying on the video. So we'll just have to leave it static today. But anyway, I'll bring it in here close to you in a minute, and we'll take a look at it. Check this out first real quick. My daughter got me this for Christmas a couple years ago, actually when I was building this car. And I think it's a resin piece, if I remember right. And you have to assemble it, but the only thing you have to assemble is got to put the base on. So glue the base on there and then got it all painted up and everything. And I thought that was pretty cool. So what we got here, just go ahead and bring this on in here. This is a 1944 AMT 40 Ford two-door sedan. And I've always liked the old gassers. I like the coupe gassers, like the Stone Woods and Cook Willies, and you've seen some other ones. And I thought, they always was gassing out I guess that's the term you'd use, making gassers out of old coupes. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could just make an old sedan gasser? I think that'd look pretty cool. So I did a little bit of research and seen if they actually did do that to the sedans, and I did find some pictures. There are quite a few sedans that they did made into gassers, so that's what I wanted to go with on this. But I guess, in our model world, I guess it's all up to us. We can have whatever we want, right? So that's what I went with. So this started out, it just had like the kit axle in it, and the rear axle and the front axle and everything was all from like what the kit would have been. So what I wanted to do is just kind of make my own concoction and try a couple things new that I hadn't done before. This was kind of a basically, although not heavily kit bash, but this is kind of a kit bash deal because it's got some parts from some other kits. And I think we're just going to start out in the front here. Just take a look at this in the front. Okay, so what I did here is put the moon tank up front, and then I made this bracket out of a little styrene rod, the moon tank mount there. So I made that, and let's see, go ahead and open the hood here. Now this is, I believe this is an old Oldsmobile engine, and I don't know if this was in the sedan kit or if somebody had just put that in there, but this is the engine that was in it when I got it, just reworked, of course. And if I can bring this in real close, I'll try to get this in here, you can see it. Now I put and guys, this was my first attempt at doing like stuff like this on the engine, like this fuel block right here, right there where my thumb is, and then I run the hoses out of that. And then I ran a fuel line out of the tank there on the bottom. Comes out the bottom of the tank right here. Right here, and then up into, I just made like a little makeshift fuel pump right here. And then I run another line up out of that into, I'll get down there where you can see it again, right into this fuel block, and put a little fitting on it there. And then the hoses go out of the fuel block into the carbs there. Yeah, so that's a little extra that I did on the engine when I painted the engine gold in there. And guys, this was a first attempt at making headers on this thing, because I wanted the headers to come out the fender wells like that, but I didn't have anything in my parts box that was working right. just isn't what I wanted. And this is kind of was my first attempt. I got online, I did a little bit of reading, watched a couple videos, and finally found out how to make some headers. And I don't think they came out too bad. I'm not real 100% satisfied with the collectors. I don't know that they're really that realistic, but again, you never know what those guys will do. Sometimes they use what they had to make that stuff up. So, but anyway, that was my first attempt at making some headers. I made the plate there. I don't know if you can see that. I call it a plate that mounts to the head. Yeah, it's really kind of hard to see that there, what I'm talking about. But anyway, you get the idea with that. And then moving on around the back here, I made a tube grill or a tube bumper on there. That's just a piece of solid styrene, and I made some brackets there and put the tube on it. And let's see if you're going to be able to see this. Right, come on, buddy. Never want to focus when you want them to, do they? There you go. Maybe. Little bumper sticker there. If you could see it. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can put a piece of something white behind there. Let's see if that'll show up. There you go. I love model cars. So I thought that was pretty appropriate on there. So that was one of them, from one of them kits from the 80s, I think, had those little decals in there. And then just on around the side, put some Race Master slicks on the back. There. Weathered the slicks up on it. Now these wheels and tires actually were on this when I got it, and I thought, well, those look pretty cool, nice, and got a nice set of skinnies on there, so we'll just put those in there. And then to the bottom side, now this whole bottom side, the front springs on this, the leaf springs, and the rear axle is from the 55 Chevy Cameo pickup truck. So I thought those fit in there pretty nice. And these just got like coil springs. If you can see this, I apologize, guys. I'm not holding this very. This darn thing's not focusing right for me again. But anyway, I got just like coilovers on there, springs up in there. Put some ladder bars on it, and then it's got the wheelie bars on the back here. And then this tie rod is also. And center link here is also from the 55 Cameo. And they're kind of generic, but I just kind of made my own U-bolts right here. Let me come in from this way. Right there, my U-bolts to hold the springs onto the axle. And then the shocks are also out of the Cameo. So a lot of the suspension parts are from the 55 Cameo truck. And then what I did, let's see, I put and you really can't see it here, but anyway, just take my word for it. I put a steering shaft in there, and then I put this, if you can see this, if I can hold it in the right spot, let me get that, see if I can put that up behind it. Let's see if you can see that. You see that bar going down right there where that white is? That would be the like the steering linkage. I know it's on quite a ridiculous angle, but I did see a couple pictures that was on that line. So I went with that. So yeah. And then the interior was kind of time consuming. I debated whether I even wanted to do it, and you're not going to be able to see it real well on this because number one, the lighting and the dark windows. But I got some pictures on the end of the video that you'll be able to see. So what I did with the interior is I took the sedan interior, and then I had an old Lindbergh 40 coupe. And so what I did is I took, I made a mark on the outside of the bucket, and I don't have one here. I might actually, guys, hang on one second. Okay, I did have an extra interior bucket. Okay, so basically what I did is I took this is what I had in it, And I basically took and I cut it about right here. And then I took the back half of the coupe interior, and you'll see where I fused them together on those still pictures at the end. And then I just took that back. So basically, I took what would have been the back part of the, like the back part of the coupe interior. So where there's no seat, you'll have these right here, but you have no seat in the back. So I just wanted to make that like they've taken the seat out, you know, just to make that thing as light as possible. So again, you'll see that on the end on those pictures. But so that's one thing I did there, and then I just painted it like it was all just painted silver inside, and then I put some racing buckets in it. And let's see if I got a light here. Apologize, guys, I'm not more prepared. I should have been a little bit more prepared than that. Have some lights available. So let me grab this, and I'm going to see if I can't shine that in there, if that's going to show up for you. And it probably, okay, there you can see a little bit. Okay, there I got a Hurst shifter in it, and that's one of those Detail Master shifters. And then I put some seat belts in it. You see a little bit there. And then I got some better, like I said, I got some better pictures on the end of the video of the interior. And then I just found another steering wheel. I apologize, guys. This is not working too well here. But anyways, that's why one thing I debated using the red glass in it, because I kind of thought, well, that'll kind of hide some of the interior. But you know, it looks period. It looks period correct with that glass. I know a lot of them did that. And so what I did with the interior, like I said, I put the racing buckets in it, and I did put 2 of them in there because I had seen some pictures. Some had 1 seat, some had 2 seats, so I went with both seats. I put a little roll bar in it with the rear bars going down to the back here. I got a tack on the dash. So see that right there, tack on the dash. And I painted the dash red. And then, of course, the seats are red. And then, of course, the floor is just like an aluminum color, or like a silver. So it was just a fun little project. This was like a winter project, and it was in the winter time, like I said, and I found a halfway decent day. So once I got the body all prepped and everything, I came out and was able to paint that and still be able to finish that up. But I took this and I took all the mold lines off of these fenders up here, smoothed all that out. Went with the blanked out grill right there. And I did wire it up. It's got engine wires in it. Again, fuel line. And then these decals, I was trying to find something that, you know, would just be kind of unique and cool. So I started looking around on eBay, and I found these decals. Guys, these go on really nice. And I apologize, I don't have the name of where I got those from. But you got your spider here. And then this, I think, was in... I don't remember if this came on that sheet or not. It may have. It might have. But then you got the Black Widow there. This little AMT decal I had from one of the other kits. And then I just put a couple contingency deals here. Hurst, STP, Moon Eyes, another STP, and Champion, and so forth. I didn't want to, I didn't want to flood it with these decals. I think just a nice balance on there made it look good. And of course, it did the same thing with the other side. And I debated whether or not to take the running boards off. I thought, nah, I'm just going to leave the running boards on and just leave it at that. So, but I don't think there's anything else really on that I wanted to say anyways. But yeah, that's it, guys. Just a fun little project. And like I said, I got that at a swap meet. I think I get $5 for it. And and then the hood here. Here's another set of decals. That came with those. Don't get caught in my web. So I thought that fit on there really nice. And then this top one with this web. Now I think, guys, this was designed for a station wagon, because I think I've seen another. Matter of fact, it might even have been a 64 scale that was it was like a station wagon. But look how nice this went on here. Look there, right down that center divide on that window right there. So it's almost like it was made for it. But I thought that fit up really nice and perfect. And I debated whether I was going to put a chute on the back. I still might, but the deck's all smoothed out and everything. But I don't know. I kind of like the looks of it the way it is. It may have had a chute and it may not have had a chute on it, you know, back in the day. But and I got the red lenses and the headlights there. So guys, that's pretty much it. That's my little concoction I come up with. Wanted just a nice little drag racer, old classic gasser. I got her raked up in the front there pretty good. But I guess that was the goal, get them ladder bars on there and get that weight to the back so you could get a good bite and take off. So again, I don't know that much about the mechanics and the physics of drag racing and all that, if that's even a right thing to say. But anyway, I think you know where I'm coming from. But anyways, but I just wanted to build one for me. I thought it'd be pretty cool. Have a nice little drag racer. You know, it's just nostalgic. It fits like they had back in the day there. So stick around, guys. I'm going to put those stills up on the end of the video, and you can check them out in the various stages. See what this guy looked like, what I had to start with. And the thing was complete, pretty much complete. So it's not like I didn't have to chase a lot of extra parts except for, what I come up with. And that axle on the front, by the way, guys, I did make that. That is just, that's just a tube, or tube styrene there. So, but anyway, that's it, guys. So for what it is, that's this week's Saturday Spotlight. So you guys, if anybody, I still got a whole lot of shop cards. Anybody's interested in a shop card, I got my email in the description of the video and my channel description. If you want to swap shop cards, just let me know by email or in the comments, and we can get one out to you. And if you want to swap, we'll swap them out. So with that, guys, I'm just going to say, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. So until next Saturday Spotlight, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage saying, you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.